So chapter 2 notes, we're going to work on angle pairs. The first angle pair is going to be created by two lines that intersect. One intersection, four angles created by that. Linear pairs and vertical angles are what we're going to talk about there. This one, second situation, we're probably going to wait for the second video. There's quite a lot there, so we'll check this out. First, you could anticipate vertical angles are going to happen quite often in this chapter. So when two lines intersect, the angles across from each other are vertical angles. So that's one angle pair that we're going to study. Okay. Something we're going to talk about is opposite rays. Okay. To be vertical angle, both sides have to be opposite rays. So you just saw me highlight ray ED in pink, ray EC. Now, if you look together, let's say we didn't have this AE path. If you put those together, ED and EC, it would make a straight angle. So that's going to be that's what we call opposite rays. And then, of course, EB and EA are going to be opposite rays. Okay. Now, each of our angle pairs has a theorem. The theorem tells us basically, it's going to give us a rationale or reasoning for what we're trying to do in later proofs. Okay, or because vertical angles are congruent, if one angle is 78, the vertical angle measure is also 78. And what they're going to ask us is to justify. And what we're going to say is, well, it's because they're vertical angles and vertical angles are congruent. Linear pair, what's going to happen here is if we were to get rid of this straight path, it would be a line or a straight angle. Okay. So that's the second situation from intersecting lines. Their angle measures will add to 180. Another term is supplementary. Okay, now most people, to solve this question, they would have just had 180 minus 53. The only reason I'm showing the algebra, x plus 53 equals 180, because oftentimes we're not going to have either angle measure. It's going to be algebra. So it's going to be a little bit more advanced, and you'll see eventually we'll want to actually use algebra to solve more complex problems, but could have done this without algebra. Okay, here goes some of the sample problems. Number one, looks like we have vertical angles, so they're congruent. We would set them equal. All right, so here is the algebra. Subtract the x's on the right side to just get x on one side. All right, AEC is this one. So again, we have vertical angles. We'll set them equal. Use an algebra to solve them. And then we have to sub in. Okay, we're going linear pair now. Now I should have them in parentheses with degree symbol, but just forgot that on this one. Sometimes it's going to happen. Hopefully, I remember to put those in. But it should be in parentheses with a degree symbol to show you that it's an angle. Okay, we're combining like terms. Subtract 124 and divide by 8. Here's another linear pair. So we're going to add to 180. You can skip that first step as long as you get it to 12x plus 72 equals 180. That's where your first point is going to be earned. There it is. So that's it for the vertical angles and linear pairs, intersecting lines.